you
Jesus.
go. Right?
Holy crap.
See?
Nevada State Prison. Featured in movies across the decades, this penitentiary is more than a visually stunning backdrop. Originally the site of the Warm Springs Hotel, the state of Nevada acquired the land in 1862 for its quarry, stone of which was then used in the construction of multiple historic buildings, including the Nevada State Capitol. The prison was operational until 2012. The whole time, it was the sole site of executions by the state of Nevada. I'm being given a personal tour by current staff members and paranormal investigators Susan Bernard and Tami Benjamin, who throughout the years have accumulated and experienced themselves accounts of paranormal activity and supernatural events on the grounds of the prison. Our first stop, the cave.
The cave was actually, yes, that cave was actually built, and it actually housed food and other things, but eventually it housed a gentleman named Eugene Austin. Eugene Austin was an Indian who had killed 2 of his tribal members. They put him in NSP. He was the longest living prisoner here for 33 years. 7 years he spent in the cave. He went blind, and he's the only prisoner to get a lobotomy.
Jeez.
Now, you see that? They're measuring how that is separated.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It is really taken its toll in time and starting to disintegrate itself. Oh, this is new. This one totally fell down. Wow. So see, it's not a safe environment to be in.
I gather. They kept a man back there for 7 years.
Yeah. There is another cave beyond this one, but it was just as dark. But see how this is cracking? I mean, it's so sad we're gonna lose this. So they could have had this as his cage right here. They would have thrown a bed down, and they would have opened that door and fed him through that, and he would have lived in this. You know what? They took him after they gave him the lobotomy, sent him to California, and they actually let him die in an old person's home. That's where he died. He didn't die here.
Some apartment went
yeah.
back to 1959, it looks
Yep.
like.
Rocks remember, and I could feel the lingering memories all around.
Now we're gonna head up to the culinary, which is the lunchroom.
And as we're walking, any kind of spooky stories that
Oh,
emerge
yeah.
out in this area in the yard?
Oh yeah, well, turn around. You see where the weights are?
Yeah.
Right there? Right on this side of those weights, Michelle LeBaron was here, and she saw a golden beam come from the sky at night, come down, and all of a sudden beam up. So I've been told there's 3 portals here, and I believe it.
Okay.
So in 19...
Wasn't expecting aliens.
Yeah, we got everything.
Trying to take my sunglasses off. See?
Most definitely. Yeah.
In the mess hall, Susan told me about the 1976 deaths of Harold Wilson and Ralph Afonso when a riot broke out along racial lines. It is said the spirits of these 2 inmates continue to roam the halls.
And I could ask these guys, come towards me, and all of a sudden you'll see an orb start coming right at me.
It is very heavy in here.
Yes.
Harold or Ralph, could you come forward and just say hi? Let your presence be known, please.
Also, you guys, if you can knock, they're knocking.
I did just hear a sound. Over there. I don't know if we picked up on that. Are you happy? Is there anyone down there right now?
No, let's go down there.
Yeah, okay, so I am hearing something. I don't know if you're picking up on that camera. Let me stop this and...
And I wasn't going to tell you, that's where we get the aliens.
Oh. Okay, let's walk over there. I'm hearing some stuff.
So So what I usually do is I tap here. And I did this, and all of a sudden you hear him go boom, boom.
So yeah, let's try that again. Harold, Ralph, or anyone that wants to come forward that's here, could you respond to our knocks?
Daryl, if you're here, respond please. There you
Jesus.
go. Right?
Holy crap.
See?
Holy crap.
See? I got chills.
Oh my gosh, me too. Thank you. Wow.
He's got it.
That definitely heard that back there. That was crazy.
It went boom, boom.
Yeah, that was insane.
So this is another thing, you guys. We took a picture. I'm standing here.
Okay.
Put a picture in there, and I got this.
Wow, that's interesting. Can we show that on the
Yeah.
camera? Let's tap that so we can get a...
See his big head, his arm? He was like doing this to me. Now I didn't see him until I took the picture.
Is this a place that has become peaceful for you? Heard a noise back there. Heard another noise back there. Let's walk over there and find out. So, if that's you knocking, I appreciate it. That's your preferred method of communication. Could you maybe give it a little bit louder for us, just so we know it's you? So I'm gonna tap a couple times, and then why don't you finish the haircut and shave for me?
Right here. There we go. It came from over there. Yeah, they're over there now.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it came from.
So lots of knocking, lots of tapping. I mean,
We've taken pictures like this, you guys. And if you notice, he doesn't have a head, and nobody was
Wait,
here.
this?
Yeah, with a skinny leg.
that is not one of your investigators.
No.
Right here, we're looking right here.
Yeah, I believe this is, I'll show you where it's at, and I believe there's a portal there.
Okay, wow.
Nobody's here, you guys, we're locked in. It's just the four of us. I told everybody to stay away from here since us four would be here.
That's definitely really impressive.
We then took a brief visit to the cell block, specifically for the inmates serving harsher sentences.
If you were a bad person, they would put you in here for 15 days. Go ahead in there.
I will, just to
Watch
test
your
it.
footing. Go all the way back. Might need some light.
Oh, it's gonna get real dark in here.
Okay, I'm gonna close you. You have to remember, all these were blocked with knobs and stuff. The only light you would see is when the seat will open this and say, you need anything?
It's definitely a tight fit in here.
Right? We've had some paranormal people stand right here. I had a girl stand behind the other girl taking pictures. So the girl's standing here taking pictures. This isn't going off. The REM pod's not going off. All of a sudden it starts going off and these two show up.
Interesting. It definitely looks like there's something there. I don't know what the, I'd like to get it up close and analyze it, but that is strange.
Yes.
I didn't hear it at the time, but as we approached the photos, it would seem our cameras picked up audio of a voice saying, "Hey."
Pictures.
The thing that I keep coming back to is just how recent this all was.
Right, 2012.
And, you know, I'm looking at printouts that look like modern printouts, and they weren't. Only 11 years ago.
Right, right. And when they closed this, everybody just left everything, got up and walked out.
Yeah.
And I'll show you something.
And this little cutie pie, I'm guessing she is not original to the prison.
No.
No.
No, I put her there because people are into dolls with paranormal, and
Yeah.
we'll just see. Nothing has come with her.
You're not following me, right? You stay there.
No, our prisoners would though. We've had people actually get a face looking out of this, but this is where a CO had walked out and he collapsed. He had a major heart attack and died right here. So I think he's still here.
Did anybody bump this on the way through?
No?
I'm pretty certain I did not come close to the cell. Certainly there's no vibration that's going to cause that.
Stop it and see if we get it coming back. Is there a dog tag on it?
Yeah. Or, yeah. Was that a prisoner identification?
Is that a name?
And it doesn't have a name on it, just a
Hold on,
number.
I'm gonna close this door.
I mean, there's no breeze coming through here that would have caused that. And I'm certain I did not touch it.
Okay, well, if this is your way of saying hello or signaling yourself, if you're able to, can you make that handcuff swing more? We were talking about the officer who passed away on the property in this space. Is that you? When you swung around, did you? Yeah, I tried to stop it. It's still some movement, but
You didn't touch it.
I certainly didn't touch that. Jody, who's filming, didn't touch it. Susan didn't touch it. We'll check with Tami, but it doesn't. And there's definitely no environmental cause for it, and no vibration that could have caused that. So, I don't know. It's worth looking into, but that was strange. Indeed strange.
Up on the 3rd floor, we had a gentleman that was mad because he was tired of the window being open. The CO opened it, and the other guy in the other cell said, close it. And so he closed it. Finally, the guy said, I'm not doing this anymore. Well, one of the guys came out of his cell and sprayed this glue on the guy, threw him in his cell, and threw a match. He did die of his burns in the hospital.
Okay.
So, you know, people got really mad about little things because of being so, you know, tightly captive in their little cells.
Yeah, when you lose your freedom, you're gonna be,
So,
you know, I'm sure like the psychological toll. Do you find that there's some angry, malevolent even activity that moves through here?
yeah, I believe there, but I won't give it the name of, you know, demons and all that.
Yeah.
I believe there are some really mad spirits. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that too, because I mean, I don't look, I don't know what's going on. We're all operating off of theory and ideas, but I think that there's people that, you know, they're really pissed off in life and they're really pissed off in the afterlife.
Right.
And there are some people that still hold on to that anger and want to stir up a lot of mischief, but I'm sure there's just plenty of people that are hanging around here that don't have that kind of anger or malevolence, you know?
Well, and you have to think, these guys, when you have people coming in saying, show yourself,
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to show themselves in the worst way. Down there at the last cell, we would be down there, and you've seen this, Tami. A shadow will look out and go back.
Yeah, that's
Look out and go back.
pretty classic behavior for
Yeah.
locations like this, the peekaboos, you know?
Yes.
It's interesting.
But then we were sitting down there, we had a guy sitting down there, and something sat on the top bunk. He heard it pop.
According to Susan, in this very hallway, she found a rock on the floor while sweeping and removed it. Later, when she returned, another rock had taken its place. And when a team visited this same hallway that night, a third rock was found.
Right where you're looking there, that's where the rocks were found against that wall.
Just gonna say, this is like a funky spot.
From my perspective, having explored the area, there's no explainable way for these rocks to enter this sealed environment unless someone intentionally placed it there. Stranger still, this was an area I felt drawn to as a point of potential activity before she told me that story.
Hello? Am I not supposed to be in here?
So at night, you guys, we'll be standing down here shooting towards that window, and you'll actually see something move right in front of it.
Okay.
A shadow back and forth. So this is where I was standing, see? I'm standing right here. And this is where you could see this black thing come down and peek at me.
I like this.
Something comes out of my hand. As soon as that comes out, that comes down.
And that was at the end of the cell.
I know I was standing right here,
Oh, right here.
like this. Whatever it was, it came around this corner. Yeah, that's there. Isn't that odd? But it was like, and when it jumped out of my spirit box, it moved my hair. So, Tami and I are in here, you guys.
Okay.
Just me and her. Nobody else in this building. And we're setting up cat walls and we're explaining to the guys what we're doing, and maybe we should do that and see if we can get them to talk to us. And at the end...
And again, on our recording equipment, we picked up what sounds like an EVP of a whisper as Susan was speaking.
And we're setting up cat walls and we're explaining to the guys what we're doing, and maybe we should do that and see if we can get them to talk to us. And at the end, Tami says, okay, I'm shutting everything off, and she walks over here and she gets the voice saying, tell Susan she can trust me. I have it here.
Okay.
First it says it's Susan. And then this one.
So please come forward tonight and communicate. As you can see, it's been raining with thunder and lightning, so you should be able to draw from the energy and manifest.
My name is Susan.
I'm Tami.
And we're looking forward to communicating. Thank you.
That's me. Step forward.
So
I understand.
is that crazy? So this was death row. So this house, those who were waiting for last night's cell. You can see the artwork.
Oh, wow.
And all the white stuff against toothpaste.
By the lamp, where the flashlight looks like a starburst.
And I don't know, I find this so haunting, this, because Jesus in a script that was not finished. So what happened to this person that was in the process of filling out those words? The thing that I think is just really important to keep in mind is, yes, death row, and I'm sure some pretty bad guys have spent time in this prison, probably spent time in death row, people that have committed heinous acts. And I'm certainly not excusing anyone's actions, but I think even in death row, even in this horrible place, you have to try to maintain the humanity and remember the humanity of these people, you know. Just something that I try to keep in mind.
Finally, we toured the execution chamber.
This is an original submarine door, and why they used it is because it would hold and seal that room so tight that gas couldn't come out. They would actually put them in there, get them strapped down. While they're doing that, let me show you this area. You would have tubes running through these, and you would have a doctor in there preparing his execution. All those window shades would be down until he was all set up and ready, and then we have a viewing room for family and victims. They would put the gas in, then they would do this and put fresh air in, but the gas was going to the tower right out that door and actually hurting our COs. So they had to change this into lethal injection. Okay, so he's laying there. The shades come up. You're sitting down. Now you're the victim's family. And you get to watch him be executed. I have some funny jokes with these guys. John Hull, he was gassed. And the warden said, "Any last words, John?" He said, "Yeah, do you got a gas mask?" So he kind of made fun of what was going to happen to him.
Literally gallows humor. Yeah.
Right? We have John Hancock. He was the first one hung. He's the one that I've had 6 mediums tell me he's on my right side. He's with me. He said he'd rather be shot than hung. Then they started the gas chamber, and he's the first one that was gassed in the butcher shop. This is Guy John. From here all the way down till he hit Carol Cole. And read some of them. One guy killed his 5-month-old baby son. He did. He was the youngest, Loveless. Him, David Blackwell, he's here. Do you see a face here? And then see the face behind him, this guy? And we always get David Blackwell. Carol Cole, this is him. And somebody captured him in the death chamber. These are the faces of all the guys that were put to death here at NSP.
Basically, we came in here, Susan and I had this blue light, and I wanted to show the girls at work the gentlemen that were executed. So as I was going along, I had the blue light going along here and showing the names and everything. And as I'm taking the light through here, there's a voice that comes through and it says, "That's me in the blue light." So we kind of pinpointed that it's this gentleman here, because it was like between these 5. So we came back like a week later and did it again, had the cat balls, and I put a couple of cat balls down here, and it indicated that it was that gentleman there. It's a real clear EVP, that's me in the blue light. So he was acknowledging the color of the light.
Mm-hmm. Nevada State Prison is one of those locations that hits you at every turn. It is historic and more than 100 years old, but then it has a very modern chapter, which connects it to the United States correctional system of the 21st century. As a result, it is easy to see this place being haunted by the ghosts of the prison's past and the grounds past as a hotel, as well as a potential paranormal hotspot teeming with the specters of recent history only a few years ago. It is expansive, foreboding, and at times unwelcoming. And without a doubt, Nevada State Prison is worth a stamp in your paranormal passport. Talking Strange Haunted Haunts is a production of Den of Geek. Listen to the Talking Strange Paranormal Show on Apple, Spotify, and watch our video versions on youtube.com/denofgeekus. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, be kind, stay spooky, and keep it weird.